Welcome to the news. Yeah, stay to the end to find out how we get there. So today we're talking about artificial intelligence agents being able to move money. Artificial intelligence agents being empowered to actually move money, dollars and cents. So they are behind the wheel where they can take the more precious asset in life, which is known as money, to be able to now participate like humans, to be able to participate in transactions and being given certain elements of like wallets, being given certain, not subsidies, but sort of rations to take on certain activities and actions and energizing their energy in of itself. So in essence, we've got that combined with the essence that they can write cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is code to begin with, which means that there's a unique dynamic to each potential cryptocurrency and there's utility behind it. So the combination of agents being able to write code and being able to write new cryptocurrency, and the combination of utility combining the essence that they are able to move money conceptually, that they can conceivably develop code to be able to power their own process and dynamic and energy to give perpetual motion that also is prompted by new prompts that set off like an arrangement of certain elements of things to happen in an ordered way that is similar to dominoes that go down the line and continue to unfold different dominoes by being able to write different cryptocurrencies that have sort of functions and utilities that are made to do this specific thing, that cause one thing to be made and then it makes another one to be made, similar to dominoes being made. But in essence, because this podcast is focused around business, music, and games, gamifying the process of the world and world business, that we want to try to program our agents to be able to carry money, to be able to then deposit and continue to contribute to like large potential fund, like looking at large problems in the world, in other words, and then developing specific cryptocurrencies around specific problems and developing ways to cause development, in other words, similar to dominoes falling over. So when one hits the other one, it sort of inspires the next action, in other words, to take place in a line, in a dynamic. So the agents are able to move money to different accounts, and each account can stand for a symbol for a different potential conceptual perpetual energy to like try to scale it up to like $100 million, for example, like $100 million or $1 million talks, $1 million mindset, so that the energy is at the backside for potential for $1 million results to occur in every given instance by translating back and forth the potential of the market and the utility of any given potential token of a cryptocurrency token to take on a community, which in essence can pump the potential for things to actually occur in real life, similar to a flash mob, similar to a philanthropy flash mob, meaning similar to an options trade in the options market, that if certain items come true, if certain actions are taken, like certain checks and balances are triggered, and then therefore like the things are considered complete, and therefore it increases the valuation of specific cryptocurrencies, similar to an options trade, but with like millions of dollars at the back end, because it's actions that people can take around the world, similar to philanthropy flash mobs. So philanthropy flash mobs just mean that actions are taken around the world and people agree to take the actions, and it revolves around a specific cryptocurrency so that they can transact natively within a given action, within a given philanthropy flash mob. So all the flash mobs around the world, which are trying to just speak to making philanthropy games, philanthropy good deeds, in essence, good deeds games that are corresponding to different cryptocurrencies, can just have an ecosystem to be able to leverage artificial intelligence agents to bring back the dollars and cents to home and take actions to be able to like actively make sure that the money stays actively in a positive alignment for continued growth in the realm of philanthropy, and that philanthropy is what fuels the continuous money growth behind that. And so it's like an automated system of developing new cryptocurrencies, new games, writing new games, having fun, and measuring the fun and the impact of the fun of every game to be able to continue to power, in essence, and try out and experiment with different new cryptocurrency utilities, different new games, and actually actively testing them out in real time in the markets by having fun being measured by different people and users, and user experiences reporting on their encounters of enjoyment of global good deeds games by having artificial intelligence agents run back and forth between writing cryptocurrency code and being able to like try out new games that are based on the physical world and physical actions taking place, and these options being fulfilled by specific physical actions that fulfill the options and then cause it to then move on to the next game and then continue to cause and allow for perpetual growth to occur, because it's like an engine back and forth between cryptocurrency and agents moving money, having the ability to move money, and those actions are causing new games to be started and developed automatically, like dominoes falling down the line, and in millions of dollars, causing millions of dollars of positive reward and residuals, just like if the world became Chuck E. Cheese, or if the world became a putt-putt golf arena and an arcade arena, in essence, that the world can become programmed like an arcade arena, where in essence the world can be making arcade games at the same time as the dominoes are falling. Each domino causes a new arcade game to be built that's funded from the past one, as the past ones also are continuing to grow, because the artificial intelligence agents are optimizing marketing, because they're smart enough to know how to market and be a self-marketing marketing agency to continue to grow and perpetually add and stack and move money in the directions and nature of positive cash flow and positive monetary energy flow growth, to be able to also make like every country be like an arcade game that's writing its own code, similar to cryptocurrencies being these arcade game codes, more or less. And so we'll just sort of end it there. And that's all for now. Thanks again, Dinky Tech and Change for Game Studios. Dinky T, Change for Games. Thanks. Bye. Peace. Bye. And let's all remember to push for world peace every single day. Let's all remember to push for world peace every single day. Let's push for world peace every single day. And also, let's remember to try to clear the animal shelters. Let's clear all the animal shelters in the world. Let's clear all the animal shelters in the world, because we can foster all the shelter animals. We can adopt all the shelter animals in the world. We can rescue all the shelter animals in the world. And we can also hire the shelter animals as healers. We can also hire the shelter animals as healers all throughout the world, so that they don't have to be mistreated in animal shelters. And we can clear the animal shelters, and we can hire the shelter animals as healers throughout our communities. Hire the shelter animals as healers throughout our communities, because they also work for free, and they could use better purpose and use better jobs and be able to add value and be therapeutic energy for humans and humanity, to help us be more harmonious as humans and among humanity, for all the animals in the world, to clear all the animal shelters, to try to get them to transition their energy in terms of therapeutic energy to all humans, so we can clear the animal shelters to add value to humanity in terms of harmony if possible. And let's push for world peace every single day and clear the animal shelters every day. That's all for now. Thanks again, Dinky Tech and Change for Game Studios. Bye. Peace. Bye.